Hello, ladies. Okay, I'm going to make a short video today. And bottom line up front, we're going to talk about our annual exams and the experience that I had just 2 days ago. It is a topic that a lot of people will not talk about because it seems kind of taboo. But because of the experience that I had, and in comparison to the same things in the States, I felt the need to make this video. But before I do that, first, for those of you who have not been to my channel, hi, my name is Heather, and my goal for my channel is to show women, especially those who are managing chronic illnesses, that they can get the care that they need outside of the US. Don't be afraid, you can get it done. I'm in Mexico, but you can get it done in many countries overseas. Okay, so why am I making this video? It's kind of personal because I lost both my mother and my grandmother to ovarian cancer. And over the years, when I have gone to get these exams done in the US, they kind of downplayed that. It was always concerning to me because if you have any experience with this or family members who have this, you feel like you might have a ticking time bomb and nobody seems to care. It's almost like, let's wait till you get really sick and then we'll talk about it. No, no, that is not the way it's supposed to be. As a matter of fact, the last one I had, I lived in the DC area. I wasn't in a remote location. And the service I got there was so shadowed by the service that I got here a few days ago that I'm making this video. So I went to a local hospital that's kind of at the top end of hospitals here. It's called Faro Hospital. And I went to an OBGYN. And I got the appointment within 2 days. Actually, it was one day, I just couldn't make the first appointment. I went into this hospital, brand new, shiny, went into the office, very helpful, receptive, clean. I went into his office and he's got gear there that I hadn't seen before. Really, I was so impressed. And my insurance company in the States had been trying to convince me, even with my history, that once every 5 years is sufficient. This doctor's like, no, we do this here every year, as it's supposed to be, especially if you have a family history. So let me tell you the services I got. This is considered a normal pap smear. This was nothing over the top unusual. It was the actual swab for the pap smear. First of all, I was in a Star Trek chair. He moved you forward. And there's a big screen in front where you can actually see what he's doing, and has an assistant. So, he talked to me. He showed me putting on his gloves. He talked me through everything, and then he did the pap smear. Right? Easy. Most women have been through these, right? You've done it. He said, okay, now we're going to take a look at your cervix to make sure the tissue is healthy. That's never been offered to me before. This is a normal pap smear, by the way. So on the big screen, he showed me the tissue. I'd never seen that before. He showed me it was healthy. He said that there was something wrong. You would have seen the little white or discolored tissue. So he said everything is good there. And then he did an ultrasound to show me my ovaries. He showed me the left, he showed me the right. Now, understand, seeing this stuff does not diagnose cancer. What it does, it gives you an idea if there is something abnormal, if there's something growing. So then you can follow up. You have to have a biopsy to figure out if you have cancer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just telling you what he told me and what I know to be true. So he showed me all these things, and as I'm sitting there, I got kind of worked up. I kept thinking, if my mother had been exposed to this type of thorough care, would it have shown her cancer early enough to where she can get care because they didn't find out until she was stage 3 rolling into 4. And that's how I feel in the States. They say, come back when you're dying, okay? That may be an exaggeration, but that's how I feel about it. They wait until your body is breaking down and showing signs before they will do anything. So, ladies, here comes the shocker. The PAP, the the view of the cervix, the camera for the cervix, ultrasound of both ovaries. We talked about my liver, we talked about my thyroid, talked about bone density. All of this, $64. I'm gonna let you absorb that for a second. $64. So when someone tells me that they're afraid to leave the US in order to get, because of medical care, I say to them, please, please, please understand that you can get better health care. We spent about an hour together. It's not the 15 minutes that you get in a regular appointment. You can get the care that you need here. You can get the care you need in other countries, but I live here, so I talk about here. So, ladies, I hope you will take this to heart. And as I ask with every video, how do you want to spend your health?